Hey y'all. How y'all feeling? Great? Yeah? Energized? Yes? Inspired? Yeah. Any other feelings in the room? Huh? In community? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. What powerful work um, you all are saying yes to, right? I was listening and taking some notes as the various speakers were sharing, and I too feel inspired, right? Um, and I also know that when we say yes to this type of work and this work that is heavy for us to hold, that doesn't exempt us from our personal lives, right? And our families and the other things that we have to hold in our lives. And so I am here this evening to do a bit of what we did this morning. May we do that? Yes. Um, Ground a bit, share some reminders around the importance of rest, to reflect and ask a few questions. We'll breathe a bit, and then we'll create space for you all to exit with calm and at ease nervous systems. Can we do that? Yeah. So, right where you are, if you'll free your hands, there's been a lot of talk today. You've received a lot. Bring yourself up to an upright position in your seat. Um, my body is trained for naps at this point, and so I was back there like midway through, like, "Oh, we need a nap." Yeah, take your hands and put them over your head. Hands up, yeah, all the way up. Reach, 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 reach. Put your head back. Take a deep inhale. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Exhale, sigh it out loudly. Bring the arms down. Ah. Yeah, one more time. Throw the hands up. Inhale. Head back, tongue out. Loudly sigh it out. Shake the arms down. Ah. Let's do that one more time. One more time. Hands up, head back, tongue out. As loud as you can, shake it out. Ah, yeah, yeah. So there's this thing that happens when we take on all of this information. Sometimes our body holds it. It's not always just our brain that's holding it. Our bodies hold it. And so give yourself space for a respite. Give yourself space to shake that out, to move it out. I see you, Josie. Yes, yes, dance it out, shake it out, right? To move it out. I'm going to share a breath work technique with you to support you with communicating calm to your nervous system, um, releasing stress. Um, and that's box breathing. Anyone familiar with box breathing? Yes, 444. Yeah, so right where you are, up straight and tall, straight and tall. I'm going to ask the same question I asked this morning. What are you present to this evening, right? You came in this morning and you were present to various things. You sat in collective community today, listening, learning, sharing passionately. What are you present to this evening? Yeah. So with box breathing, it's a deep inhale for 4 breaths. So you will inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got that? Yes. Up straight and tall. If it feels safe for you, you can soften your gaze or just fix your gaze on something in front of you. Yeah. Bring to your heart and your mind what you're present to this evening. Yeah. Together, let's take a deep inhale. Fill the body up with air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, deep inhale for 4, 2, 3, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time for good measure. Deep inhale. Fill the body up with air. And hold. This time, open your mouth, sigh it out for 4. Yeah, I like that. Throw your head back, stick your tongue out. Yes, yes, yes. So that's our collective breath work. And so I just want to go right back into this rest conversation. We ended at rest and we were talking about rest. And as I was listening in the back, I believe that was Kelly that said, they treat people like employees, like batteries to be drained. Yeah. All of the oppression we tolerate flows back into our lives as our own. Yeah. These are some of the things I heard today. Solidarity has to be bold. Yeah. We must act free. Yeah. And then Jennifer said, if we are too worried about where our next meal will come from, then how are we going to focus on why am I even struggling to have a meal in the first place? Yeah. Because here's the thing with rest and capitalism. I believe this sister here asked earlier about the addiction to being tired. And a part of this system is for you to be tired. Yeah. These oppressive systems depend on your tire. Yeah. That's how they get their fuel. Because the tired mind, yeah, can't create anything. Yeah. And that's where neglect comes in. And we turn away and we look away, right? We're tired. A confused mind can't walk forward and carry a community with them. Yeah. And when we're tired, that brain fog and confusion, it's there. And so I want us to understand that our rest is political too. And it has to be an outright politics of refusal. To say no to the things that demand your time and your body with the knowing that your body is also a site of liberation. Yes. Yeah. And so I know that we hold this nuance holding, well, if I don't go, who will? If I don't stand up, who will? If I don't fight, who will? Right? And this is where we in this room as a community have to treat rest the same way we do with all other mutual aid. Yes? It has to be this community-led network where we start to rely on each other and call each other in and hold each other accountable in rest with, to, and for ourselves and for our communities. So today, as we leave here, I want you to think about like who's in my community network that can be a part of my rest mutual aid, right? Who is it that I can call and phone a friend when I just don't have capacity, that understands where I don't have to overfunction, over-explain, or overshare, and I can just say, hey, here's what I need. And they understand the importance of rest as capital. Yeah? Yeah. I just want to implore you to really center your rest, right? It's not a burden. And I know this capitalistic society has taught us that to rest is burdensome to someone, right? But it's not a burden. for you to just lay those things to the side for a moment and center your rest. Yes. I probably have skipped ahead of several. Oh, I have. I read something like a preacher some days, y'all. Rest is a form of resistance because it does disrupt white supremacy and capitalism. Yes. Yeah. It's a form of resistance. So remind yourselves of that. And if you're anything like me, it's a slow process to learn to rest because it's a paradigm shift, right? We have to teach ourselves and unlearn some of those brutalities that we've learned through generations. Yeah, and teach ourselves a new way of being as we show up because we can hold both. So this is in no way saying you don't hold the thing, right? And you turn away from the thing. But it is to say get really, really bold and creative about the ways you will show up and honor your rest with the knowing that when you are rested, you have more power to walk forward and carry communities with you. Yeah, it's political, and your body is a site of liberation. And so here are some questions. And I really want to root us in question number 3. In what ways can we encourage rest and wellness as a part of our collective abolitionist strategies? I want you to talk about that at your table for a moment. So I'd love to hear uh, some folks share out. What'd you hear? What you talk about? What you share? Who wants to share? So even mindfulness in your preparation as you are leaning into spaces to organize. Yes, I love that. hmm Yeah. Anyone else? What'd you say? What'd you share? What'd you hear? Yeah. So making rest more accessible through policy making, right? And ensuring that it's written, and so it's a part of the fabric of the culture that you're building, right? And folks don't have to fight for that. It becomes a part of the culture and offering that you're making. Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Celebrate rest. Just what would that look like? What would that look like to celebrate rest as much as you do productivity? Yeah. I like that. I'm curious about what that could look like, right? Um, would it look like shouting out? Yeah, because it becomes an embodied practice as well, right? An internal practice, an embodied practice, an awareness practice. And I believe that one of our highest human responsibilities is self awareness, right? If I am aware of how I am showing up in the world, then I better human. I better manage my human relationships, right? I always say I'm here to support people with better humaning. Yeah. And I just believe that when we are better humans, we show up in the world in more empowered and inspiring ways and more compassionate ways for others. Yes. Anyone else? What'd you say? What'd you share? What'd you hear? Forgiveness. That's a different perspective. Thank you for that. I've never considered that. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I am thinking about guilt, right? And the affirmation that I want to offer you is you can rest through guilt. Yes. Feel guilty and still rest. Yeah. Because it's a slow process of learning a new relationship with rest, right? And so you will have those moments where you put something down to honor your rest, and you may feel like, oh, it's okay. Still take your rest. Rest through guilt. Yes. Because at times the mind will tell us that we're not making the right choice. And you don't have to believe everything you think. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because the mind responds based on conditioning. And so you don't have to believe everything you think. So it's okay to tell your mind, like, no, I don't really believe that. I'm still gonna rest. Yes. When that self-talk starts to happen. Yeah. You can take these questions and sit with them because I do think it's important to walk away with actionable tools um, to further develop your rest practice and what that looks, sounds, and feels like for you. And then we are going to move into some breathing and wrap our time today. Yeah. And we'll use this as our centering mantra. Repeat after me. The world is well when I am well. I will take good care of myself. Yeah. This time, point at yourself. The world is well when I am well. I will take good care of myself. Yeah, right where you are. Free your hands. Bring yourself to the edge of your seat. Yeah. Relax the space between your shoulders and your ears. Fully arrives at this present moment, here now. Yeah. Together, let's take a deep inhale. Raise the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, raise the shoulders up, 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 up towards the ears. Exhale, drop them down swiftly. One more time. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Bring yourself to your natural breathing. It feels good for you to soften your gaze. Soften your gaze. Relax the space between your teeth. Create some space in your jaw. Sometimes we hold stories between our teeth. Yeah. If you ever feel yourself clenching your teeth or grinding, ask yourself, what stories am I holding there? Yeah. Relax the space between your shoulders and your ears. And in your heart, make one commitment. What's one commitment that you would like to make walking out of here today? Yeah. And let it be a self commitment. Gently start to sway the body. Feel the weight shift from side to side. Feel for weightlessness. Feel for the weighty parts. What's heavy? Notice the earth below your feet. Notice yourself in the chair being held. Feel your breath flow through your body. See your breath flow through your body. What's your breath communicating to you right now? What do you need in this moment? What can you leave here today? Continue to sway. Yeah. Feel for where there's resistance. At times when we're swaying, it's you're trying to control the thing. Be nimble, not just in your body, but in your heart. Mm-hmm. Where do you feel safe in your body? Send your breath there. So you slow your sway to a gentle pause. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. and release. One more. And release. Always for good measure. Another. And release. I affirm that your breath is a way in, it's the way through, and it's the way out. I affirm that rest is not a burden, it's a revolutionary act. And it's indeed a form of resistance. And it's your birthright. I affirm that the world has changed her clothes and she's different now. And so are you. Yeah. I affirm that the world is well when you are well. And you will take good care of yourselves. You can bring your awareness back to the space. Thank you all for sharing with me today.